We live now, recording live on Super Chat. This is what's up.
It's okay on Periscope.
All right. Are we good on Facebook?
DJ T's in the building.
What's up? Jesse?
We need to make sure everybody. The live call-in number.
It's sideways.
857.
So I gotta do it up like this.
Yeah, but you can always turn your phone. Who's that telling you?
No, she was saying that it's sideways, so I gotta do it. I gotta turn it up like this. I might have to end up holding it.
You gotta get turned up. Let me see if I don't know if I have an extra
I didn't bring in my joint.
Wait a minute. Wait. What I got? No. I don't know.
I can't do that.
I ain't got no bracket on there. Hold on. I ain't got no damn bracket on it. Oh, wait a minute. Bam. See, this is what happened. You should go into Best Buy and just rack up on holders, stands. Don't put it on top of it. Holders, stands, and everything, and just go in because you never know. You never know.
The only thing about this, dog, with Facebook, you're gonna have to lean in. You're gonna have to lean in the
your joint's sideways, so I don't know if it's gonna. It'll hold it, but nah.
Here, just do this.
Popping.
I'm good with it.
It ain't pimping. It ain't pimping. It ain't popping.
No, hold the stand.
Yeah, hold the stand.
We're gonna get it up live. We're gonna get it live. This is what happens in live broadcasting. When you do not have executive producers.
Corey's not in the picture. There we go. Okay. I think we cater to our fans a lot. We make adjustments based on everybody else's suggestion.
All right. Is this good? This is good, Charlotte. Are you good now?
Is this for one person?
No, it's for everybody. She's the only one letting us know. Charlotte is the only one that's letting us know on Facebook.
I don't know.
The angle is good.
I'll have to lean in occasionally.
So Charlotte, let us know.
All right. I have to lean in and lean out.
Yeah, lean in. I got to do the same thing because I'm in the angle.
It's whatever. Right. It's whatever. All right. I think we're up. We're running. We're popping everywhere. Now you can see both of us good. Amanda's let us know. All right. We good. So this is Off the Wall. This is a live call-in talk show. So if you want to call in, the number's 857-220-7378. You can weigh in. We're going to try to find out. We're going to try to follow all the chats and everything that happened in the mix. I think we're definitely live and popping this week. So
do our sponsors.
Go with your sponsors.
We got a sponsor this week going down this Sunday, March the 20th at Maggie's in Quincy, Massachusetts.
Maggie's.
That's right. NBC Last Comic Standing finalist. Nikki Carr's gonna be in the building doing her damn thing.
Real funny.
Very intimate venue. We're almost at half capacity as far as tickets are sold. So go ahead and get your tickets today. You can go to funroomcomedy.com to get your tickets. Also, Carol Lee's Comedy Corner, the comedy series, every Saturday. Well, not every Saturday, but going down Saturdays on multiple dates. The first show, tell them about the first show that's coming up, Chris.
First show, it is the season launch for Carol Lee's Comedy Corner 2016. The season opener. Can't do it any bigger. Ray Harrington's going to be in the building. Ray Harrington,
big ass Ray Harrington.
Stars in the documentary movie
Be
a Man.
Be a Man, yeah.
Be a Man. And you've seen Ray Harrington everywhere. Very funny. Also featuring the very funny Tom Stewart is coming through, who was a finalist in Carol Lee's Comedy Corner Comedy Contest and taking the stage in the guest spot, which is a new feature down at Carol Lee's Comedy Corner. We're going to have one guest comedian drop in to do what they do. It is Patrick Gleason, who also participated in the contest last year. So it's going to be hot. I'm the house MC. Back in the building. They graced me and blessed me with that tremendous opportunity. So that's March 19th. Go to my website, christabbshow.com for tickets.
Sorry about that, man.
Yeah.
Now you can check me out in Chicago. Can't see Tabb at all. You got to link in when talking.
Jay Gates in the building.
Yeah. What up, Jay? When you're in Chicago, area, Rosemount, I'll be performing there with April Macy, March the 29th through April the 2nd. So come out and check it out. I'm actually going to be dropping in on that Tuesday night to do a guest spot at Rosemount.
Corey Manning in Chicago, Chi-Town, baby.
My Chi-Town people.
Chi-Town.
Big shout out to my man, to all my folks from Zanies and from Jokes and Notes. I'm gonna try to make it to Jokes and Notes while I'm in town, but I doubt if I get to go up and do anything. But shout out to all my family. I got mad love.
I'm going to the Cape and you're going to Chicago. Something wrong with that.
Well,
I'm just saying.
It is something wrong with it because here's the problem: both of us driving. So.
Oh, you can have that.
Okay.
You can have that. Okay.
Speaking of driving, the comedy scene going down in Foxborough each and every Saturday. My man Chris Tabb is the house MC there.
Certainly.
So check it out. John, big shouts out to John Tobin at the comedy scene, Nick's Comedy Stop, and Laugh Boston, the owner, operator.
Alana, Ryan Cott, everybody. It's a great team, great staff, great food, great drinks. That goes down every Friday and Saturday. Check cbsscene.com. Check JohnTobinPresents.com, or you can check ChrisTabbShow.com for tickets. We got some major events coming up at that spot, and on May 13th is one such event.
That is going down May 13th. It's me and Chris Tabb holding it down. It's going to be the official Off the Wall live comedy show.
Off the wall.
Wow. Bam! Meet Chris Tabb. We got special guest MCs. Like we're going to be rapping. We got some special guest comedians coming into place. Should I tell them we will say that?
You can drop a couple. Drop a couple.
My man Mike Murray is going to be in the building. Big Mike Murray, Def Comedy.
Yeah, literally.
Def comedian. That's right. Mike Murray is going to be in the building. And can I give one more?
Give him one
more.
Give him one more.
Brian Bowden is going to be in the building. Brian Bowden, Rhode Island's own. Yes, what's up?
The two hilarious cats already on the show. Yeah. Plus Corey Manning and Chris Tabb. We got some other comics that are going to be jumping on that show. So definitely, I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not just saying this. I'm not blowing smoke. Get your tickets early. Yeah. That joint sold out. The last time we was there, the joint sold out, and then everybody the day of is like, "Can I still get tickets? Can you get me tickets to that?" No, it ain't happen.
Let me put it like this:
get your tickets.
Normally, for most shows that me and Chris do, either as the duo or individually, our ticket sales usually start at least 2 weeks to sometimes 1 week out before tickets really start selling.
Right.
We've already sold, according to the box office, we sold about close to 20 tickets for a May 13th date. That's 2 months out.
Right.
So it's like that.
Again, don't wait. Don't wait.
Right. Well, this is Off the Wall live each and every Sunday at 1:30 p.m. We put it down, and we just have off-the-wall conversations, off-the-wall topics. You're welcome to call in. The number again is 857-220-7378. And we come up with some either topics that you throw out or some things that are going on right here in our society today. Our first topic of discussion, which was sent in by an anonymous person. I'm not going to tell you if it was a man or woman who sent this in, but you can guess by the topic. Women making more money than men.
What's the problem?
What's the problem?
What's the problem? I guess they mean women making more money than men in a relationship.
Yeah.
Not just in general.
Not just in general. Yes, in a relationship.
Because ladies, get yours. If they're gonna pay, then take the pay. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how I would feel about that. I don't understand what the big deal is, unless someone feels that because they make more money, they should be more in control of the relationship. So they're making you feel bad because you don't make as much, and now you can't assert yourself. You can't assert yourself in such a way because you're not making enough money. Or do you, as a man, feel inferior to a woman making more money? And let me back up a little bit, because I hear a lot of times that women say, guys are intimidated by women. If a guy is intimidated by a woman, I don't think it's going to be about how much money she makes. I mean, she may want to look inward.
It's more about how much money she spends.
Wow. I don't know.
It's okay if you make more money than me. Just don't spend all that money.
Yeah, I mean, you can make more, but you can make more money than me.
But it's her money. What do you mean? So you're saying
but we're in the same relationship, but you spent all your money, so now we're broke?
Yeah, and now
now you're looking to me for my money.
Or you making more money than me, but my money is going towards all of the expenses.
My money is going towards us living.
And the lights.
Going to blueberry bags.
Yeah, like, how is that right? You making more money. I'm not buying stuff. I'm buying secondhand stuff. You buying firsthand stuff that ain't even came out yet.
So I guess if you're talking about splitting the money in the relationship, does it come down to ratios? Should she pay more? Should she pay more?
50-50.
But how can it be 50-50?
Yeah, if she's making more money.
I mean, if you're making,
let's say
you're making 100 G's and I'm making 50 G's.
Yeah, 50-50 is all my money.
Yeah, 50-50
is everything I got.
Where's the 50-50 at? So, I mean, I don't know. I think it depends on the. I think it depends on the woman. It depends on the person.
So
I don't even need to know that you're making more money than me. Like, why do I need to know that?
Do you think it's more? Do you think it's more a problem for the woman or more a problem for the man? If you're in a marriage, why isn't it our money versus his money and her money? That's true.
True point.
But if it's 50-50 again, and I'm making 50,000 and you making 100,000, then it's not really 50-50. It's not really our money.
Right.
It's my money with ours.
Well, and here's the other thing. If someone is making more money, they are going to want to live a lifestyle based on that amount of money.
Right.
And if somebody in the relationship can't keep up with the Joneses, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing nights and weekends at Tedeschi's, and I'm pulling the shift at Dunkin' Donuts.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I'm not gonna be bringing in the same amount of loot as you. But are we not equal?
You gotta lean in.
Are we not equal in this relationship? The man is the head of the house, no matter what. The man should pay the mortgage or rent at least. Wow.
What? So if I'm making 50,000, and you're making 100,000, my 50,000 should go towards the mortgage and the rent. What's left? Oh, you paying the cable and the cell phone.
Here's the thing. I'm gonna pay the mortgage, but we ain't gonna be living where you think we're gonna be living. Okay, so I would get used to using the bathroom in the hallway that the whole building uses.
Yeah.
There's a community bathroom in the place that we're living in because I'm responsible.
You want to live in Newton and Wellesley. I'm getting us a bottom apartment in a 3-bedroom in Dorchester.
Listen,
you want to live in Hope Valley, but damn it, we living in Daymar Court. That's what my people in Durham.
Yeah, it's you really have to evaluate lifestyles, I think, in that case, because when anybody makes more than the other in the relationship, they are going to want to enjoy the fruits of their labor. Right. And you're gonna have to bring somebody along. You know what I'm saying? She making more money. She ready to take her and everybody to Aruba, Mexico, or Dominican Republic.
We can only afford to go to Franklin Park.
Right. I'm trying to take you to the kite festival. that's my money. You know what I mean? You ain't got to make me feel bad and getting on a boat and a cruise and whatnot. No, I'm taking the whole family to the kite festival and I'm buying ice cream off the truck. That's because of my money.
And for my people in Durham, we going to Bembe. We going to the Bembe Festival
because of my money
at Duke Park.
If we basing it on my money, we ain't gonna be able to do the way you want to do it. So yeah, but the guy has to always bring up money. No, he don't. No, he don't. No, he don't. No, he don't. Men are very simple creatures. Men are very simple creatures. Okay.
Yes.
I mean, you can make money and all that, but I mean, you ain't gotta talk to me sideways because you're making more money than me. Like if we're having a disagreement, if we're having a disagreement, this disagreement ain't about money. This disagreement might be about the toilet seat, me going out, or whatever. This ain't got nothing to do with no money, but because you make more money than me,
right,
you feel like you can shut it down anymore. Well, guess what? Why are you going out at this time? You ain't putting the toilet seat down. You need to pull your weight in here and do the dishes because I'm out doing you're out doing what? No.
First of all, it's easier to put this toilet seat down than it is to put it up. So I don't know why women, you just go in there and smack the seat down and you can sit down.
Stop walking in the bathroom backwards.
Yes. Look before you sit. I always do. But we had a comment here on Facebook.
I bet you if an alligator was in that piece, look around.
I had a comment on Facebook that said, I think things should be equal. I just left the relationship where I paid the mortgage and he only wanted to pay the other bills. Okay, I understand, and that's what we were just saying.
Right.
But
that's still 50-50 to me.
But here's the thing. If you're making more money, I don't know whether this is the case for you. If you're making more money where you could afford to cover the mortgage and he was making the amount of money where he could only afford to take care of the other bills, Isn't that
isn't that equal?
Is that
to
a
me,
partnership?
that's equal.
Because if you put your money, if you're putting your money together and you even it out, if you ratio it out and do the percentage of it, most likely your portion of whatever is being put into your expenses is going to pretty much cover the mortgage, and his is going to cover the rent.
Now, hold on. Amanda just said no. So what that tells me is that relationship is based on loot. Don't date him. don't go out with him.
Yeah.
So when you meet him wherever, your first question off the rip is how much money do you make? Because that's the only way you're gonna. If we're in a relationship and we're living together, it shouldn't be a surprise to you because you knew where I was working when we got into this. Why is it a surprise to you now that I can't afford what you can afford? Yeah. That's you using your check as leverage.
Right. And then the same time, I see both sides.
We met as slaves over wings. You knew I couldn't afford Capitol Grill.
We met as slaves over wings, and I asked for some of yours. I didn't even have any wings. That ought to tell you something.
I couldn't even afford the dipping sauce. The hell?
And I understand like both sides of it. We'll stay on this topic. We're trying to wrap this topic up. But I understand on both sides what's going on. Again, you want to call into the number is 857-220-7378. And I totally understand on the women side of it. But at the same time, you have to think about what you're thinking is developing the thoughts into the man. Now, Valerie said he couldn't accept that I made more money than him. He always said I thought I was better than him.
Valerie, let me ask you a question. Were you enjoying cable or Wi-Fi in your crib that you were paying the mortgage for? Weren't you enjoying the fruits of the Wi-Fi?
Did you have Netflix?
Did you have Netflix? That counts. That counts. Because if you come to this crib that you're paying the big mortgage for and the cable's off, and that day the Wi-Fi is shut down,
that's a bad day.
Oh, you're gonna pitch what?
You're gonna pitch a fit.
Oh, somebody got to leave.
But here's the other thing, and then I'm just going to switch.
We're wrap it up.
Ladies, and I hate this. I don't want to say this, but it needs
remember who said it.
I don't want to say this, but it needs to be said. And this is just to give you an understanding of how some men think. Not all, but some men. Here's the situation. A lot of times when a woman is making more money than a man, the way she carries herself could cause a man to feel like that she thinks that he's better than her. If you're making more money than a man and you're taking care of the mortgage and he's taking care of all the other bills, I'm just using this example, Val. I'm not calling you out.
Faithfully paying them on time.
He's paying all the bills on time. He feels like he's doing his best to contribute to that relationship. But to you, that's not enough.
Because he needs to give more.
He needs to give more, but he has no more to give. What else can he do?
The roots of that relationship are shaky.
Yeah.
If you're looking at him to do his part, and he's doing his part, he's doing the best that he can. He goes out, he's working, he comes in, he's paying his loot. If that's not enough for you to maintain that relationship, then I think everybody should part ways. When he paid them, he would always pay 2 or 3 months later. I was okay. You were with kind of a deadbeat dude.
That's something. Yeah,
you
did the right thing to get out of it. That's something.
That's a whole other situation now.
Yeah.
Now bills are getting paid late.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Did he have rims?
Yeah. Did he have a new Jordan?
Was he always fresh to death? That's the question. Was he always freshed out? And if he was, then there's a whole other issue going on in that relationship. But great topic.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it moving, but we might have to revisit that one. I'm feeling that one. You want to do a couple shout outs?
A couple shout outs. Again, want to thank our sponsors. We want to thank y'all that's joining in, that's been with us the whole time or just joining in.
You got some new folks joining in.
Don't forget Maggie's Lounge, Sunday, March the 20th. Nikki Carr from NBC's Last Comic Standing is going to be in the building. Carol Lee's Comedy Corner, monthly comedy series starting in March, running from March to November the 18th and 19th. This coming March the 19th, this Friday.
We know that, dude.
this coming March the 19th, Ray Harrington is going to be headlining along with Tom Stewart, Patrick Gleason, and hosted by the House MC, Mr. Chris Tabb himself is in the building. You catch me at Zany's in Rosemount, right outside of Chicago, opening up from April Macy, going down March the 29th through April the 2nd. And then the comedy scene, shout out to the comedy scene, each and every Friday and Saturday, I have shows there. And you can catch me and Chris Tabb there on May 13th. Get your tickets now.
5/13.
That's what's up. Again,
so check this out. We found there's some sort of, I don't know, grassroots organization. Well, let me just read this. Let me just read this piece, and then I'm going to play for you some audio. I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but apparently there's been a study. 30% of women have trouble getting off, climaxing, orgasm, whatever it may be. An orgasmic meditation studio is changing that statistic. I'm going to play for you. Let me bring up that clip. Wah, wah. And take a listen.
Well, our relationship is we're friends. We've known each other for what, a year now? We've basically just gotten to be better friends over time. The practice we're talking about is called the orgasmic meditation practice. It's a practice where I would stroke the upper left-hand quadrant of our clitoris.
Upper left-hand quadrant.
Most people, when you talk about it, they...
Okay. So I guess there's this session. It looks like kind of a yoga thing or whatever. The guy, I guess there were two friends. They went in, and the guy, you know, she lays back or whatever, and the guy proceeds to give her an orgasm with his hand, though, with his hand, not any sort of intercourse. But I don't know. First of all, I guess the topic of 30% of women have trouble getting off, and I'm not gonna claim to. I don't know. Because I don't know how women's bodies.
You're not gonna say that
operate.
you mastered the ability to.
Well, I do think some of it is mental, and if you were to do that rocks loud music and rims and pays the bills late, yeah, he might not be able to get you there because you upset with him in other aspects of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? We've heard the term foreplay begins way before the bedroom. You know what I mean? Foreplay is paying the bills on time, washing her car, picking her up from work on time while you're using her car. You know,
being nice to her mom.
Being nice to her mom and all kinds of other things. And that somebody got some personal.
That went the wrong way. I love my mother.
Somebody got some personal stuff in there. Somebody got some personal stuff inside. So I don't know. Is this and I think there's an angle for everything, because you know this is no different for me than paint night. You know, when a couple's getting together and going to what do they call it? Orgasmic meditation.
Right.
So orgasmic meditation. I'm not sure that this is. I don't know. Is it legit? Is it legit? Should you have to go to a room or a lab or something to get off, to have that moment? Is it that important?
Let me post this question to people listening, but also at the same time, I want you to, again, don't forget to call in.
We might have some people go silent on this one.
Yeah, let me pose this question.
Might be struggling.
Is it okay? Do you think it's okay for a woman to go to a massage? Let's say I don't know what
orgasmic meditation.
Orgasmic meditation therapist to help her reach a climax.
Oh, you're saying without you? Without the person they're in the relationship with, and somebody else, and they go there with somebody else?
Yeah.
Wow.
If they go to a specialist who knows how to do it, is it okay for her to go do that?
Yeah. Outside of paying the bills late, that might be a deal breaker right there. That's
here's my thing.
That's an interesting relationship.
Yeah,
she said,
of course, yes. She said,
"Where were you?"
We got a hell no on Periscope. We got a yes.
Were you out running errands today? Yeah, I was. I went out. I picked up some stuff on the mall. Oh, I stopped by and got finger banged too.
I didn't spend it only cost me $50. It came out of my side of the budget. It came out. You know I make more money than you.
You know I make more money, so I was able to go down and get myself a little
I was stressed out by the fact that you always paying bills late. So I said, go get a
I just went down and got a little happy ending.
got a little finger bang.
I had some change left over. From shopping, and I decided to stop off and get a little happy ending. Damn.
Here, take this $20 and pay on Netflix.
If I got any money left over this week, I'm gonna go eggs, milk, and an orgasm. Sounds good to me. If you got any change left over after you come from Shaw's, then you shouldn't be in a relationship if you have to do that. But listen,
if you can't, like,
because they're saying this is on the women. They said 30% of women have trouble getting off, and not 30% of men have trouble getting women.
It's 30 regardless. And I guarantee if that's the truth, then the 10 women at least 10 women who are in this conversation right now, three of y'all.
Three of y'all ain't hitting that nothing.
Three of y'all need to go to an orgasmic meditation session.
Yeah, three of y'all are jammed up. So I want to know who's who on the joint. This place is in New York, but you know, I'm not gonna make an assumption. But franchises are popping up everywhere.
I'm not gonna make an assumption, but I would lean towards the one that said yes.
I mean, it's gotta be the same. You know, their whole demeanor changed, their whole spirit changed. Like, wow, why are you whistling and whatnot after just coming back from buying some wasabi beans? Like, what? Man, I thought you were just going to get your hair done.
Here's the thing. Like, I do know women. I do know women friendship-wise that I've had conversation with that have had. Why you laugh? I'm serious. I have a lot of female friends. And I can remember in past conversations where they talked about how they struggle with it, which was frustrating to me. Why are you having this conversation with me?
Can I just eat my wings right now? I don't want to have this conversation. I'm right here in the middle of my wings, man. Why are you bringing that up? I don't want to talk to you about that.
Yeah, and why am I such a friend that you would think it's okay to have this conversation with me? What did I say? What did I say they needed to do?
Pass the salt.
Watch. I told him to watch. That's what you need to do. What?
Who are you dating? I mean, is it? But no, ladies, it's mental. It's mental.
It's mental and it's physical. And I think it's mental, physical, and I think some women just aren't comfortable enough with their sexuality to be able to reach their orgasm. Some women don't feel comfortable talking about sex, much less having sex.
Okay, so
and that hurts the way they.
So she said it's mental. So yeah, because everything has to be right for a woman to have a good time. Like it's got to be the right time of day. The Celtics need to have won that day. It needs to be the right temperature. Brady needs to pass for 4 touchdowns that weekend.
Hair got to be tight.
Hair got to be
nails
tight.
Gotta
Don't
be
touch
dead.
the hair.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. She got to have on the right panties for that occasion.
Everything got to be like lined up. And then when that happens, and don't say the wrong thing.
Oh, he didn't. Why is he talking about ESPN right now?
He's getting at it, and all of a sudden, go, what time is it?
Yeah. Why?
Shut it down.
Why is I just asked him how I look, and he just went crazy over the new the second trailer for Captain America: Civil War.
You gotta be we get it. It's mental. Everything's got to be right, and maybe it's up to your guy to understand what your triggers are and what you need to make it happen. But also, I mean, no, I'm saying, however,
that was a Kardashian.
I mean, no, because we've all been in this situation before. You go out of your way as a man to set all that up.
Yep.
You go out of your way as a dude to set all that up, and it don't happen. You know what I'm saying? You go out, you do the candy and dinner and a weekend and money.
You put the rose petals leading to the bed.
All of it. Petals draw the bath and everything else. And she like, oh, why you got the lights off in here? What is all these damn candles?
Who gonna clean up? I'm not gonna clean these flowers up after this is over with.
I know you ain't put them flowers on my good spread.
Are those my flowers? Where you get the flowers from? Where you get money to buy all this stuff? You ain't paying no bills.
I'm paying the mortgage. And you ain't paying for nothing but Netflix and cable.
So this is what you do with your extra money?
This is what you do with your money? You go out and buy flowers and spread them out. You tore the flowers up, put them on the bed, and who in the hell cooks salmon?
You trying to have sex. You want to have sex, but ain't paid not damn mortgage. Not
The bills are 2 to 3 months late. You need to go. Sex. You need to go.
But that's how it is. But we understand. We understand.
We get it. If you want the address to that place in New York, hit us up. Send us an email. Send us an email at the offthewallshow.com. Offthewall@gmail.com.
And again, we want to thank our sponsors, Maggie's, March the 20th. Nikki Carr from Last Comic Standing is going to be in the building Sunday, March the 20th. You get tickets at funroomcomedy.com. Carol Lee's Comedy Quarter going down from March the 19th through November the 18th to 19th. Next week is going to be Ray Harrington, the headliner, along with Tom Stewart, Patrick Gleason, and the house MC, Mr. Chris Tabb himself.
Bam!
March 29th, check me out at Zanies in Rosemount with April Macy. That's March 29th through April the 2nd. It's in Chicago, for those who don't know. And then the comedy scene in Patriots Place, Foxborough, Massachusetts, each and every Friday and Saturday night, they hold it down. And on May 13th, you catch me and Chris Tabb in the building, along with our special guest comedians Mike Murray and Brian Bowden, who are going to be in the building.
It's going to be Off the Wall Live.
Off the Wall Live. Get your tickets now. You get tickets now from Comedy Scene.
CBSscene.com.
CBSscene.com, or you can go to John Tobin Presents to get tickets and information. That's what's up. So this is our off the wall section. This is where we throw in we have topics lined up that we want to talk about. But we want to see from you, what topics do you want to talk about? You can give us type it in.
You can do your shout outs, where you're from. You got an event coming up. You got bunion surgery coming up, or whatever. You need some prayer in your life. You might need somebody to say or shout out some new product or something.
Or if you're at your orgasmic meditation session,
yeah, you might be heading to your orgasmic meditation session and need a little prayer for that. Let us know. Hey, did you see that movie Joy? It was with who was in that movie Joy? What's her name? Jennifer Lawrence.
No, I didn't see it.
It was apparently, correct me if I'm wrong, it was about a woman that invented the mop.
It was a black woman?
That's what I said. No, it wasn't. I don't know if she invented the mop or she invented a special kind of mop.
The Swiffer?
Yeah, Joy Mangano. She invented a mop. I haven't seen the movie, but I gotta see it. My brother told me it's tight. It's real good, but I want to see it. But I just, maybe I'm not up on my history, but I would have never expected that.
No, because the broom, the dustpan
were probably invented by a kid.
They were invented by black slaves.
Oh, because they got tired of picking up shit with their hand.
Yeah. So it was like, oh, let's make something. This is permanent. What this is for?
Is this another case of black facts where white folks have stolen? See, you couldn't stop with just rock and roll. You couldn't just stop with rock and roll. Now you telling me they stole the idea for the mop?
I could see that happening.
But the movie looked modern. So it wasn't like done back in the it wasn't done in the 20s or the 30s or something. It looked like 1970. Mm-hmm. So I'm not sure. So maybe it's just a special kind of mop. Yeah. I don't know. Hit us up if you know.
What was that we were talking about the other day, man? Yeah, last night we were talking about. I said I wanted to bring it up tonight.
Might have been too risky. Maybe
yeah. So it wasn't important. I think one of the things that I want to talk about today is this is a comedic topic. We need to have a one day dedicated for comedians, where comedians can call in and have a conversation about comedy.
Sure, I'm with that.
One of the things I want to talk about and ask the audience is there topics or discussions that are off limits? Like, it's certain things that you shouldn't be able to talk about and laugh about or mention on stage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is there anything sacred?
Yeah, is anything like,
Amanda says no, and she's not even a comedian. She's just angry. It's all in jokes.
It's all in jokes.
Until the joke's on you.
Yeah.
Until the joke's on you. Because if somebody's sitting up front with a helmet on,
they getting lit up. they getting lit up. If somebody's sitting in front of my show and they got a helmet on, I'm gonna try to laugh to the point where they hitting their helmet up against the table. That's what I'm trying to do.
I learned a very valuable lesson about that. I was doing a college gig. This is years ago. I was doing a college gig. What?
Is this the one I'm thinking about? Go ahead.
I was doing a college gig years ago, and there was so the auditorium was packed. There was 3 comics on the show. I was new to comedy at the time, and there was a kid in a wheelchair. I don't know what he was afflicted with. It might have been
Don't make up stuff because it's just too much.
No, I don't know. He was afflicted with something, obviously.
He couldn't walk.
He couldn't walk. He couldn't speak very clearly, but he was heckling. He was heckling during the show, and it was obvious heckles.
Was he heckling? Was he like? Was he just?
He was having a good time. Everybody was having a good time, but he was heckling. He was doing it. He was making the sounds on purpose because it was getting a rise out of the crowd when he did it. Mm-hmm. You know, he would make a noise or something like that, or you know, in the middle of the story. I mean, he was conscious of what was going on. It was obvious, and so I didn't say anything to him. I didn't because I was new to comedy at the time, and I didn't know what to say or do. So I just went through my act, and the headliner goes up, and the dude started doing it, and the headliner goes back at him and hits him with something really simple. You know, he said something really simple to him, and the crowd started like booing and like, oh, don't pick on Jerry, and you know, oh, and he was like, hold on, wait a minute. This kid is up front heckling. He's obviously up front, and he obviously knows what he's doing because he's getting a rise out of the crowd. He wants to be treated like everybody else wants to be treated. So if he was sitting here heckling and he wasn't in a wheelchair, we would light his ass up. So why are we sparing him? He wants to be treated like everybody else. And you know what? After the comic got him, the dude was laughing. He was being acknowledged because I wasn't acknowledging him. Right. You see what I'm saying? So only the crowd was acknowledging.
You were looking past him.
I was looking past him. I wasn't. He wanted to be treated like everybody else would have wanted to be treated. After the show, the dude rolled up, gave us all that. You know what I mean? He was cool with it. He was cool with it. It was probably one of the better shows that he had because I'm sure they had comedy there before, and nobody ever went back.
Do you remember who the headliner was?
It was Gerald Bennett.
Word?
It was.
Okay.
It was. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it was a good. I learned a very valuable lesson about comedy that day. Very valuable. It's all in laughter. If you can't take it, then don't dish it. Jerry should have kept his crumple mouth closed.
Yo, I've had situations where it was people in the audience that, you know, there were special needs or disabled or whatever. I don't censor my stuff, especially if they coming at me or I feel like, you know, they're making a comment or something like that. There needs to be like you got to address the elephant in the room. It's our jobs as comedians.
So speaking of the elephant in the room, if she was an overweight woman, you would go at her? Just state the obvious.
Now I'm gonna tell you, I would if she's heckling me, and I've tried other times. Other ways to try to get her to cease and desist, I would light her up. I've done it. Like I've tried. I tried going around the room, you know what I'm saying, around the corner to get to my point. But sometimes the shortest distance between point A and point B is straight through the fat chick. Like, excuse me, I'm sorry. The oversized adult female.
Don't apologize. Amanda just said everything is within limits.
No, it's sometimes it needs to be said, man. I've done it. Okay. I think we've all done it.
Yeah, I mean it's whatever. I mean, this is our art. This is what we're doing. If you interrupt me, then
I give you a perfect example. I give you a perfect example. And my people in Rhode Island who come to the shows, that have been to Leverage Lounge, know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm talking about this. I was doing the show, and you probably know it too, because this girl comes to Slade sometimes. I was doing the show, and I was the lady was heckling everybody who went up. I was hosting. Okay. She was hosting. You know, I was going back and forth when I was telling her to calm down. She wouldn't stop. So I lit her up. I point out everything that was obvious about her in every way, shape, and form that I could, to a point where she left. And I told her friend, you need to go with her because she's blind and she can't see where she's going.
Oh, she was blind?
She was blind.
Oh,
yo,
wow.
But she was like, she was literally heckling everybody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And she wanted the attention. You know, it's some people that heckle and don't know they're heckling. Then you got some people that heckling because they want to be a part of the show and they need help. Then you got some people that heckle because they want to be the show.
Right.
And she wanted to be the show, and therefore she was the show.
It was your obligation and duty to.
Yeah, because nobody else on the show was going to address it like it needed to be addressed. So I did.
Right.
And every time I go back, somebody in the audience references that point.
Remember the blind lady that you lit up. But hey, she wanted to be treated like a regular person. So that's it was what it was.
You know what? The problem was she was heckling like that, but she didn't realize that I was going to come at her, and she didn't see it coming.
You ain't right, man. You ain't right. So, speaking of not seeing it coming, did you hear the story about the dude? I guess. Okay. So,
again, welcome to Off the Wall. For those just tuned in, this Off the Wall live. We streaming live on different social media contents. We got Periscope going. We got the Facebook going. We got our Google Hangouts going. That's Chris Tabb.
That's Corey Manning.
That's what's up. So
it's going.
You can call in if you have any questions. You want to make a comment. You can hit us up.
I was hoping for one call in this week. Somebody call in and just say Merry Christmas or something. 857-220-7378. But most people are probably like watching this on their phones.
Valerie is gonna say that's mean, but she laughed too.
Yeah, she laughed, but that's what it is. It's comedy.
Yeah,
it's comedy. So did you happen to hear the story of the gentleman that was getting married and his side chick showed up to the wedding?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about it.
So apparently, dude was getting married the next day, was getting married the following day, but the night before he was with his side chick, and she showed up to the wedding and called him out on it and said, you know, this is what, I don't know if you can see the photo back there, but that's her. And she showed up at the wedding, and apparently, what did she say? She said, "This is what you had to do today." Oh,
so this is what you had to do there after you left my crib.
This is what you had to do today after you left my house last night.
This morning,
which I don't know how that transpired. I mean, maybe he just said he was at the hotel. He was like, "I'm gonna come straight from the hotel. We're having the bachelor party.
We hanging out.
We hanging out, and then." Somebody had to get him. So was his groomsman at the side chick's house? You know, because the best man usually has to pick the dude up.
Or maybe he dipped out and said he was staying with the groomsman and went up going to her crib.
Yeah, could be. I mean, but if you mashing your side chick the night before your wedding, you probably shouldn't be getting married. I mean, if you can't put side chick on hold for a week,
what if that's going to be your last hurrah? Because that's literally your last night being single.
Yeah, but he didn't tell her that.
Tell who?
He didn't tell side chick that.
How do you know? She never said that.
Well, I'm
just playing devil's advocate.
I know, but I don't. Okay, so the question is,
or maybe
whose fault is this? Who is this on more?
Maybe he did tell her that, and that's why she showed up at the wedding.
Damn. I mean, so you're telling side chick, yo, I'm getting married in the morning. Make sure I get up on time.
Jesse says cheating is just cheating. You're right. Well,
this
is off the wall, so we're having an off the wall conversation about.
Can you set the alarm so I can get up on time because tomorrow I got to get married? That's like I didn't hear the alarm go off. I mean, he gave her the address and everything.
But here's the thing, and I don't want to confirm that this is the actual picture. We got this off the internet. But if you notice the side piece that showed up, she dressed for the occasion. The hair is tight. It's not like she must have known she was going to do this. Hair is laid. Makeup is on par. You know what I'm saying? eyelashes.
She put on an outfit.
She got, not only does she have on an outfit, she has on a red outfit.
She's going to the reception.
Yeah, she is ready. And who let her in?
She didn't come in sweatpants.
No,
ready to fight.
no, she didn't. You know what I'm saying? She didn't even have Vaseline on her face, like she was ready to get it in. This chick came out like I'm lady. Oh, she came out to let him know I'm gonna ruin your wedding, and this is what you're gonna be.
But
missing.
I'm gonna look good in. I'm gonna look good while I'm doing it. She laid her clothes out. After he left, she laid her clothes out on the bed. Should I wear?
Charlotte said that's how you do it.
Should I wear the red?
Oh, you know, she was sitting on. She was on the phone, or her girlfriend was in there. Which you gonna go out and gonna come in my house and gonna lay down with me, and then gonna leave my house and go straight to the wedding? How dare he? I'm gonna get him, girl. I'm gonna get him. Wait a minute. What should I wear? What should I wear?
My red dress still fit.
Yeah,
let me see if my red dress still fit. They're my fighting clothes.
Come over here, girl. Help me pick out my outfit. I need some.
Yo, that means yes,
she did marry.
The wedding
kept going.
The wedding continued. Yo, that means she got there on time. She got there in time.
She sat through everything. Vows and everything.
Yo,
she sat.
The ushers took her to us.
Which side? Which party are you with? Are you with the groom?
I'm with the groom.
Or the bride? Oh, I'm with the groom. I'm on the groom side.
I'm with the groom. Oh man. And
the
doors of the church are now open.
She not only did she sit through the entire thing, she actually sat through the part where they asked the question, if there's anybody in here, she's just cause why these two should not be wedded.
She didn't jump in.
Speak up. You lost your opportunity. It's the side chick fault. That was your opportunity to speak up.
That's when you're supposed to do it. They're providing you.
Domino, go ahead.
They're providing you an opportunity right there to do it. That's why that part of the wedding takes place. Oh, I think I lost my scope. Oh, you killed me, man.
I'm sorry about that, man.
Hold on, he killed me. Hold on. We coming back.
What's up, Miss Moore? Thanks for chiming in. Again, we're talking about for those that just tuned in, we're talking about a side chick that crashed the wedding. The man, the groom, husband to be, actually was at her house the night before and left there that morning. She told everybody at the wedding that that's what happened. So we're having a discussion around that, and of course it's his fault. Like anybody who says that he was not wrong.
Well.
Anybody who says that he was not wrong for doing it, is out of line. Okay?
Well.
All right.
Hold on.
What?
Let me get my Wi-Fi on.
Anybody who says now, I personally think if anybody, the person that's most at fault in this situation, where the side chick showed up at the wedding and blasted dude for sleeping over our house the night before and going straight from the wedding that night, I think if anybody, it's the side chick's fault. Like she had ample opportunity to put dude on blast prior to the wedding. Why she had to wait till the day of the wedding to mess up the day for everybody? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Especially the person she hurt the most, it wasn't him. She didn't hurt dude the most. The person she hurt the most was the bride.
Right.
That's who got hurt the most in this situation, because she got to deal with an embarrassment. Yes, I'm sure she hurt the feeling of the groom somewhat, but I guarantee you, dude is going to recover off of that quicker than the bride's going to recover. Like that's
her mama was there.
Yeah, her mama there. Oh, now I think the mom probably took it the worst.
Whoever paid for it, because the videographer and everybody caught all that on tape. So that's a wedding video that you're not gonna watch. I'm back. That's a wedding video that is never gonna be watched again until it's on a blooper show. That's the only time that wedding video is coming up.
What a manly response. Oh, from Chris. You talking about from Chris Tabb.
What did I say? What did I say? What I'm saying.
I'm not. No. Whoa. Slow down. I'm not saying I did not say that the guy was not at fault. I said, Charlotte, that the guy was at fault. I said
he was at fault because he gave her the address of the church.
That's what I said. No, I'm not just saying he's at fault. I'm not saying he's not at fault. I'm saying that the person on that day who was most at fault, who was in the wrong, was actually the side chick. Like I think she went about it the wrong way.
I mean, because you're not winning by doing that. You know what I mean? You're not winning. And I mean, I don't know. Maybe she didn't know she was a side chick. Well, how can you not know? I mean,
she knew what the wedding was.
9 times out of 10, it's just wrong all the way around. But that's how people get down.
He wanted to. He did not want it to happen. He did not want.
He wanted it to happen.
He did not that way. Not that way.
To be rescued. So who rescues him? I'm not going to be hanging out with you after you got dressed up to come and crash the wedding. Oh, you're a psycho. I didn't even know you had this in you. You wasn't like this when we met at Red Lobster.
Yeah.
Like, where did all this come from?
You laid out my suit to wear that day.
You knew I was coming here.
He gave her the address. She Googled it. He didn't give her nothing. She Googled the address.
She's one of them social media detectives. She figured out where he was going to be. I got this address now.
And again, Jesse's saying no excuses. Charlotte's saying I'm casting blame from the guy to somebody else. I'm not saying he had any excuses to do what he did. I'm not saying he is at fault. What I'm simply saying is the way she
knew he wasn't laying out whack sex.
The time she chose to do it was wrong on her part. And I emphasize this, and I believe this wholeheartedly. I believe the person that was hurt the most, if she was trying to hurt him, that's not what she did. And I don't think that was her intent. I think her intent was to hurt the bride.
Right.
Because that's the person who was going to hurt the most off of that.
But she could have waited until they came out the doors of the church, and while people are throwing rice, throw a stone.
Right, yeah. Or throw his drawers. You forgot these. You forgot that's what she could have did. Here the leftover Magnum too.
Oh, Magnum, right?
or slide
a brick.
Or she could have gave the bride a condom. Oh, you need these because I'm burning.
She could have busted out the windows of the limo. Anything, but you ain't need it. She was all calm about it. She was like, "Oh, this is what she was gonna do." When she didn't get out, she didn't swear nothing. She just got up calmly. And I don't know who. I mean, there ain't no bouncers at a wedding.
No,
there are no bouncers. No. The ushers got to get up and take her out. She just needs to be tased. That's the end of it. How good are you? I mean, how great is the sex that she would have went through something like that. She would have, you know what I mean? She would have wow.
For him or for her?
I mean, I guess for her, because I mean, I don't want to get too crazy with it.
Do you think that's what affects women the most when they act that way? If the sex is really good? You think women act out when the sex is good and they're with somebody else?
I don't know. I think that's a better question for the ladies. What does great sex do for you? Yeah, and what does bad sex do for you?
Valerie said the side chick wanted the bride to know what she was in for. The side chick ain't going nowhere. She's not going nowhere, but I doubt if the guy's going back to her.
I'm calling you no more. You.
But Valerie, I honestly, I have to
make you nuts.
I honestly have to disagree with you, Valerie. She didn't want the bride to know what she was in for. She wanted to hurt the feelings of the bride because he chose the bride over her.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, but you don't know what the situation was, why he was choosing the bride. I mean, she might have just got a disability settlement.
True. True. She might have won the lottery.
She might have won the lottery. Got a new job, a 60-inch TV. I mean, you don't know what his motivation is.
Let's say
he doesn't seem too bright by letting her know where the venue is.
Let's say the week before, she got a settlement. She won the lottery. She had a 60-inch color TV. She bought a new house.
And said, "Marry me, and all is yours."
And he still went with her?
I mean, if side chick Good sex will make you do some crazy shit. Bad sex might send the bride killed.
Take him. Take him. He yours.
Yeah, it's like you don't know what his motivation is, because if you know,
Charlie, you crazy.
he might have a different motivation. For whatever reason, he still was gonna marry this chick. There might have been kids. There might have been, you know, there might have been some other contributing factors to it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We don't know.
He might have had warrants. You know what I'm saying? He didn't want her to testify against him.
Well, she might be a corrections officer too, and get at it. Yeah. And speaking of corrections officer, I don't want to change the topic, but speaking of corrections officers, did anybody hear the story a few months ago about the drug dealer that was in the jail in Baltimore? And we never talked about it here, though. No, we did. The drug dealer in Baltimore was running the jail and got 2 of the guards pregnant. Wow. And the only way they found it out was the guards got into a fight over the dude, over the inmate. That's what it was? Yeah, the 2 guards got into a fight. And they both got fired. And
both of them had kids, right?
Yeah, both of them had kids by the drug dealer in jail. And they were bringing them shit. Like this dude was like getting like McDonald's and Burger King on the daily.
And didn't he also have a girlfriend or something like that?
He had a whole syndicate. He had it all locked down.
That's when he was giving it out, man.
Where are you in your life when you're not only having sex with an inmate, but the inmate gets you pregnant? Like you know what I'm saying? Like you get the job as a corrections officer, you went to school for criminal justice, you got your degree and everything, you get a job at the jail. Dude is in an orange jumpsuit and he's still throwing game on you. Is that a difference? Is that a difference of good sex makes you not getting any sex? I'm taking it wherever I can get it.
I think that's good sex. I think that's a lack of sex.
He laying it down in jail.
But here's the thing. I think for maybe in those instances, he was giving them something they weren't getting outside. Like they were showing him, you know, he was showing them attention.
He got him mentally.
He got him mentally. You know what I'm saying?
Mentally.
And you know what I'm saying? And he definitely was making less money than them.
I think I do believe they were making more money than him in that situation.
I don't think he was taking care of the mortgage.
He wasn't taking care of the mortgage, no.
Or the light or utilities.
Right. And he was still getting Burger King.
He was still getting Burger King, so evidently he was paying with something else.
Yeah.
So,
but that's game. That's tight.
Let me ask the ladies this: if a woman is making more money than the man, and she's taking care of the majority of the bills, does good sex make a difference?
Oh, well, that's a contribution. That's a contribution to the relationship.
If he's handling it,
what are you talking about? No.
If he's handling it,
if I did nothing, I mean, you're not even getting that. No, I think that's,
you know what though? That's different for a woman that's in a relationship versus a single woman. Because once a woman gets in a relationship, her attitude changes. Her attitude changes once she's in a relationship. Her sexual drive changes once she's in a committed relationship.
You think you say her sexual drive changes, it goes down?
It goes down.
So you say once a woman gets in a committed relationship, she wants sex less?
80% of the women who get into a committed relationship, their sexual drive goes down once they're in that relationship.
Wow.
Yes.
That is quite a wow. I got 2 hell no's right now. I think I got
you got
3
no's. You got 3 hell no's from single women. Let's ask the ones that's in a relationship.
Wow. Wait, no, she in a relationship. You want it morning, noon, and night. So I'm contributing to the bills. I might not, you can get it morning, noon, and night.
Did you say the bills, or you contributed to the bills?
No, I'm making a contribution. If I gotta be at it morning, noon, and night, that's a job. That's a part-time job. Mm-hmm. That is a part-time job.
Yep.
How do you expect me to pull an extra shift at Tedeschi's if I'm here having sex with you all the time? Something's got to give. You're being selfish. Been in a relationship, wanted more. Listen,
you wanted more. He wanted it more.
Listen, I'm contributing to the bills. Now, if I'm here having sex with you all day, damn it, I can't be out there hustling. Now, I'm either gonna go out there and drive a school bus, or I'm gonna be in here hooking you up.
Yeah, but I say it's not that you don't want to be in there. It's that once you get in a relationship, she don't even want you in the bedroom anymore. And it might be contributed to the fact that she feels like she's making more money than you and she's having more responsibility.
You should be bringing better sex.
You should not bring better sex. You should bring in the better. Your income should grow. And what? here's something. I'm gonna say this and watch. I'm gonna say this, and I'm hoping women don't get too upset when I say
They
this.
gonna.
Women, money is more important to women in a relationship than most other things.
Are you saying from a fact of they want security? They want that security.
That's what they'll call it.
Okay.
They'll call it security.
But what
it actually means,
you have to take care of business and go elsewhere. I got no, absolutely not, no. You got to clean it up.
let me ask y'all this, ladies.
No, I got another no.
So let me ask you this, ladies.
What's more important, money or the sex?
Yes.
What's more important, the money in the relationship
or the sex?
Do you want to be broke and having 5 orgasms a day, or rich and having to go to the orgasmic meditation? Which take you? Both are important. Yo, I don't know, man. This is a lot of work.
You're asking the question wrong.
Okay.
My point is this: a woman will not be happy if she's in a relationship with a man that's not contributing financially the way she wants him to contribute. And with that,
but is he not because he can't?
That's the point. Like, if he can't, and if she feels like he can't, then she's going to push him to do more until he's able to reach that point where she feels comfortable. But once you reach that plateau, something else comes where she feels like she's doing more and more. Like,
I shouldn't be there.
If a woman, you're saying you shouldn't be there, but you shouldn't be there because you got in a relationship with this man and you knew that he couldn't do no more than what he was already doing. You shouldn't allow the man. I believe in partnership too. But what I'm saying is, if I know my partner brings certain skills to the table that I don't have, and the things that I can contribute, my partner can't contribute. And there's certain things, when a man gets into it, when people get into a relationship, the things you have to think about, I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna clean up later. What are you willing to forego? Because nobody you get in a relationship with is going to have 100% of what you're looking for in a partner.
Right. There's got to be there's negotiables and non-negotiables.
But not even negotiable, non-negotiable as far as what your goals are, what you want to do. Right. But there's certain things that you look for in a partner that are not all going to be there. You know what I'm saying? They may not have the looks that you want. They may not have, you know, may not be able to cook the way you want. You would like a person in your relationship. They may not be able to fix cars. They may not be a handyman.
That's 2 strikes.
You know what I'm saying? Like, those are some of those things they might. What did they say? The 80? What's that? The 80-20 thing?
80-20.
80-20. It might be the 80. I agree
to accept him for that.
You accept him for that, but once you accept that 80. Once you get in a relationship with that 80, you're always trying to pull that 20 out of it.
Stop with the 20.
The 20 is not there.
You bothering me about shit that you knew I didn't have coming in.
Not only that I didn't have, I had no interest in doing. You accepted my 80, I accepted your 80. Let's put these 80 together and make our 160. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So just try to make a 160 out of it, but don't try to. I remember you made a great point. A while back, we were talking about this with another group of people, and you said, men don't change, women change. So it's like when you're getting into
of all the things you had to bring up in this conversation, you had to bring up that point. Go ahead.
No. I'm just saying this.
All right.
Coming into it. Pretty much the way that guy is coming in, and there are some exceptions to the rule. But pretty much the way that guy is coming in, there's almost a part of you that should just assume, like, look, this is who he is. So I'm gonna make the point to the extreme. If a dude is physically abusing you early on in the relationship, guess what's going to be happening later on in the relationship? Mm-hmm. If a dude is coming in a relationship and he's motivated by money, and you saw him with 2 cars and everything else, and he's out hustling every day, don't say the hustle is too much 5 years into it because he's not spending enough time with you or whatever. No. Yo, I was hustling when we got into this.
Yes.
I was hustling when we got into this.
If you get in a relationship you fall in love with a rapper, a person that wants to be a rapper, and
the whole lifestyle that goes along with it,
and it's 10 years later and they still in that rap lifestyle.
He's 46,
but he's still trying to be a rapper. Yo, that's what you signed on to.
You didn't sign on to say, I hope one day he drops this and goes out and gets a job at CVS. He ain't doing it.
Do it. That's who he is. That's what he does.
And don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna say women are as simple because women are always seem to be women always seem to be striving and motivated. I didn't mean it like that.
Okay.
Women always seem to be striving and motivating to get more, and that's fine. But you just have to understand who you're bringing into your you're bringing into your circle.
I love being in a relationship with a woman that wants me to do better. That wants me to achieve
nothing
more.
Like it. Somebody in your corner, just
But I want her to want me to do better.
You said, of course, they sign on to change you. Don't do that.
Don't do that. I want her to want me to do better in what I do, not in what she wants me to do. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know that's kind of a loaded statement. What I mean by that is
if you come into the relationship selling weed,
right,
she should want you to be moving kilos of cocaine,
you know what I'm saying?
5 years down the road.
Not working for Pfeiffer selling.
Why are you still selling dime bags? What are you still selling jumps?
Yo, why are you bagging up nicks? You bigger than that. Why are you still in the corner?
Why are you not selling OxyContin? Everybody knows OxyContin is where that. You're still selling weed to the dude upstairs.
You still selling crack?
We ain't getting nowhere.
With this crack stuff.
You out there driving a 2000 Escalade.
Yo, haven't you seen the news? Heroin is on the rise. Why are you still?
Where is your motivation? If I fell in love with you, I want you to be you always. Why change that? We already love.
You know what? But here's the thing, and this is what I want. I want everyone to understand. There's a difference between trying to change someone and trying to motivate someone to be better.
Change and motivate are two
different things.
You
know what I'm saying?
Things.
If I'm who I am and you love me for who I am, don't try to change me into something I'm not. Try to motivate me to be a better me. That's the thing. That's
change
different.
And motivation, two completely separate things. Don't oh, he ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing. Right. I'm doing something, but I'm doing something. I'm doing my shit.
Right.
I'm doing what I'm doing. But he ain't doing nothing. He ain't doing nothing that you see.
Now, if you get in a relationship with somebody and they can't read,
that might be where you want to change.
You might want to change, but it's do they have the capacity or the potential to be able to read? That's what you need to figure out. If that's something they want to do, then you can help them to read. But if they can't read,
right. So for the men out there, if you are planning on tweeting or dating Fantasia, you gotta understand going in. Yo, she's not gonna read you a bedtime story.
So Charlotte said, "What if you notice a change that needs to take place to make what they are doing better?"
I think that's a good point, but I think it's like a judgment call. It's in your opinion that they're gonna do better because of it. You know what I mean? You're going in. You're saying take place to make what they are doing better. So are you saying, we'll just use comedy as an example. You're not a comedian. I am a comedian. So you're saying you're going to make a suggestion to me on what I could be doing better in comedy. And you're going to give me that same thing about maybe you should go on Dave Letterman.
Yeah, you should. Oh, just what you need to do. You need to get on Letterman. Okay. All right. Okay, you're right. I need to get on Letterman. Now, if you want to sit down and have a serious conversation, here's what it's going to take for me to get on Letterman. How are you going to help me get to take these steps to get on Letterman? Like, and then I don't remember
Jilly Poo Thomas.
She said, I wanted my ex to do better, but he wouldn't. He was only motivated to play Call of Duty. So I moved on and did better myself. This is the opportunity you missed, JT. There are Call of Duty competitions where you can actually make a living doing that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So find creative ways to take what he wants to do and turn it into an income.
It doesn't have to become your thing.
Right.
It does. We're not telling you to adopt it and whatever. If you loved him or whatever, you wanted him there as your person, you're in a relationship with him. If he wants to play Call of Duty, how about making it work for everybody?
Yes.
Now, if he's just playing Call of Duty and not out working or doesn't have a job or whatever, I can understand all those things. But when you say all he wanted to do was play Call of Duty, what was he doing inside that Call of Duty? Like, was he trying to get ranked in the world? Was he trying to make a check out of it? Like, what was he doing? Did you ever ask him about it?
Now, he was,
and we're not taking sides here. We're just giving you the other side.
Now, other opportunities you could have made out better with this. But if his cat was playing Call of Duty, he was doing nothing else, but just a deadbeat, then you did the right thing getting out of a relationship.
But he was probably playing Call of Duty when you met him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He was just saying.
He was probably playing Call of Duty because you were making more money than him, and that's the only thing he could afford.
You bought him the game.
It's your fault.
You got me this game.
Okay.
Okay.
If you got him the game because you wanted him to be home more, I'm saying if a woman gets you something and your focus turns onto the thing that she got you, and she got you that thing in order to keep you closer to home.
It happens with alcohol all the time. Why are you going out so much to drink?
Well, JT said he just wanted to beat the game. Just be happy he didn't want to beat you. Okay, that was too far. Was that
the big one? The big one said that, not me. Well, I didn't want to miss Charlotte's point of view. She said, from a spectator's point of view, yes. So she's saying if you're out watching, if someone's doing acting or some sort of creative thing, and you're being a spectator and you're trying to give him tips on what he could do better, I'm telling you as a performer, I'll take your consideration or whatever, but don't get upset if I don't take it as the gospel, because it's hard for me to respect your opinion when you're not in the field. But I know you do love and care for me, and I'm going to take your suggestion into consideration, but don't expect me to take it as the gospel all the time. But thank you for making the suggestion. Thank you. Yeah, you're trying to make it better, but because if I take that route and it doesn't work, then whose fault is it? Yep.
Okay. All right. This been a good show.
It's been a great show. I've enjoyed this. Your Facebook motivate. Oh, you want to do one last shout
out to we got our March the 20th. Don't forget, get your tickets now. Funroomcomedy.com for NBC's Last Comic Standing finalist appearance of Nikki Carr at Maggie's Lounge in Quincy. Sunday, March the 20th. That's at 8 p.m. sharp. Carol Lee's Comedy Corner summer comedy series starting March 19th, going through November the 18th and 19th, hosted by Chris Tabb, doing the house MC. For more information, you can go to carolleescorner.com or check out on Facebook.
Go to Facebook or check out ChrisTabbShow.com.
Chris Tabb Show. On March the 19th, Ray Harrington will be there performing along with Tom Stewart, Peter Gleason, and Patrick Gleason. I'm sorry, Patrick Gleason. Of course, my man Chris Tabb is going to be in the building. March the 29th through April the 2nd, you can catch me at Zany's Rosemount in Chicago, upper north Chicago, north of Chicago. It's going down at Zany's. For more information, you can go to rosemontzanies.com for information and tickets. The comedy scene, each and every Friday and Saturday, hold it down at Patriots Place in Foxborough, bringing in some of the hottest comics around, hosted by the house MC, Chris Tabb, in the building. And save the date, put it on your calendar, get your tickets now for our performance of Off the Wall Live at the comedy scene on Friday, May the 13th. That's right.
May 13th.
It's on there at Patriots Place. It's been a great show, man.
It's been a great show. thank you for everybody tuning in. This might have been the most viewers we ever had on all the mediums.
Yeah.
No calls though.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can call in. It's fine. But I love the chats and all the information coming through on Periscope every Sunday, 1:30 p.m. 1:30-ish. We're just trying to get it right. Thank you, Juju, for dropping in. You can send your show topics or suggestions or your votes for which one of us you like the best to offthewallshow@gmail.com. Or you can always hit us up. I'm on Facebook, Chris Tabb, Instagram, Twitter, @ChrisTabbShow.
And you can catch me on Twitter and Periscope and all those mediums @Corey Manning is the name. Or you can just go to my website, CoreyManning.com, and there's links to all those sites there too. It's been a great show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte. I'm glad you enjoyed. First time seeing the show, and also we appreciate you chiming in. It was a lot of fun. We really appreciate it. This is nice.
So there's a link. There's a link. If you want the link, you can email us or hit us up, inbox us. We could send you the link to the show if you want to watch it back, share it with friends or whatever. We have huge aspirations for this show, and we want to get it out to as many mediums as possible because we got some bigger things coming on. So if you want to share the link of the show and just let people know what we do, please feel free to do so. Inbox us, and we can send you a link to the show where you can watch the whole thing back.
All right. Appreciate the love. We're signing out now. Yeah, that's Chris Tabb.
That's Corey Manning.
Deuces.
We out.
Peace.